What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Wardcast, your weekly source for video game news, machinima, and survival horror discussion, updates on the Ward, and more. I'm your host, Sean Clark, alongside Jazz Rich.
Yeah.
And Alec Funnel.
The Alec Way Lesson 8. Alec actually enjoys doing the Wardcasts. He just enjoys being a dick, too. This message may result in the death of Camel Toes.
What?
Okay.
I don't want to know the science of that, but on this week's episode, we're talking about the unfortunate new Assassin's Creed game, publisher Square Enix's continued struggle, the next Horizon game, and more. But first, hey Jazz, how was your week?
Oh,
was that your week?
Maybe. I don't know. My week seems brighter. The light is somewhat lighter in here.
The light has more light today.
Light has more light. My week was long, but it's a long weekend as well. So, yay!
Yay!
Yay! I don't know. It's been kind of a bummy week, so it's just been kind of like bleh. I didn't do too much. I mean, played a lot of PPs. Finally finished the PPs, our first playthrough of it. So I feel like we didn't save anyone. Everybody either ditched us or died or whatever. I don't think... Did I play other new games? I don't know. I watched a couple of things. I watched some movies that were pretty good. I've been watching the series on Netflix called Unbelievable, which is based off of a true story. So it's really good. And then I watched this movie called The Lie, which was really fucking good. It's one of the first movies in a while that's caught me off guard with a twist, and I was like, ugh. So it was good. And the whole time, more the show than the movie, but the whole time I'm watching it, I'm seeing this kid in the movie. I'm like, holy crap, she could play Ellie 100%. She just looks, she has the attitude, she sounds like her. It's really good. So hey, found a better actress than the one who played her, which
replace her for season 2.
I feel like she would have been a better season 1 Ellie.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's gonna be weird, by the way. Season 2 is it's not really gonna work because she's gonna look basically the same as she did in season 1. But season 2 is supposed to be the second game where she's much older. So you don't have that drastic, oh look, Ellie's all grown up now. You're not gonna get that in the show.
True. But
is season 3 gonna be the remaster of
yeah, they're just gonna reshoot the season 1.
Season 1 remastered. I mean, maybe they're not even gonna make it go Wow. Okay.
You good?
I was just reading Lee's comment. So maybe they're gonna like be like, oh, it follows right after. It's not years later. So it's like Ellie's just like a year older, not even, because the shows do that sometimes.
Yeah, I hope they do that. They need to do something to explain that, because if they're just going to pretend like, oh, this is like way in the future, like it's just not going to be believable to anybody, you know, like even if it's somebody that's not familiar with the game, it's like, oh, this is supposed to be like, you know, I'm not even sure how many years had passed, but
7.
do you remember?
Maybe. Isn't Ellie like 18?
It was a lot, I thought, or well, maybe not.
Is-
It was enough to see a dramatic change in her is the thing. And you're not going to have that unless you recast the character, which they should have done.
I mean,
Ellie.
should have probably recast them the first time too.
Yeah. That's what the remake, when they do season 3 and they do the remake, they'll do it with a different actress. HD.
5 years.
Yeah.
So she is 18. But so I don't know. This kid would have played her better, but we can't go back and redo it unless it was a Spider-Man movie. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like I did play another game and I can't remember. So, or like a new game, but I don't remember. So I guess not. That's pretty much it. I did nothing else that was exciting that I can remember. Show and tell. What is my show and tell? I got this new Sprite. It's called Sprite Chill.
Sprite chill.
Sprite
Chill.
Cherry Lime.
I thought I said cheese lime.
Ew.
Cherry Lime.
And ketchup.
It's chill. It's super
Ketchup
chill.
flavored Sprite.
It's super chill, yo. That's good. It's pretty good.
Is it chill?
Super chill. Yep. Yeah, and if I had something else, I mean, I don't know where it is now. I mean, I got this hat, but it's not new. I've had it for a while. I just found it like behind the chair, so I cleaned it.
Okay, I found this behind my desk, so here's my show and
I guess
tell.
it's a gamer thing. I mean, it is a gamer
I
thing.
pulled it out of the trash.
It's UNSC, so it is a gamer thing. It's got a little gun on the side somewhere over here. There.
So what is it? Halo?
Yeah. Yeah, it's got like UNSC. Yeah.
You wanna see?
Do you remember when Halo was good?
Yeah. I do. That's when I used to like playing Halo. Back when Halo and Diablo and all those games were good.
Back when video games were good?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And speaking-
Video games.
Yeah, when things started sucking dicks.
Big old
Which
dick.
is just my segue of, hey, Alec, how was your week?
Speaking of sucking big old dicks.
Did I? Well, I watched a lot of seen all the Sidemen Play Among Us playlists. So if people don't know, the YouTubers, and like I've started watching them like a year and a half ago or something like that, and it's just I kind of find it funny. So like, yeah, I've just been watching them play Among Us, and I was like, oh, okay. So I kind of want to play Among Us with you guys again, but I don't think we're gonna do that again. But hey. I played Life is Strange 2. I was trying to record it. I was trying to record it on my PS4, and I pressed the button. It said it's recording. Got quite far into it, and then I pressed stop on it. Realised it only recorded like 15 seconds.
Wow.
Bummer.
It's going to be a short
Yeah.
machinima.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. I missed my PS5. It was so much easier to record on the PS5.
I mean, it records the same way on the PS4.
Not quite. It's a little different. I played some demos that were new to me. The first one was a game called Breakers Collection.
Oh, he died.
Uh-oh.
It's a fighting game, art style that looks a straight. What? Who died? Someone dead?
You're like 2 frames a second.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, you're good now. Oh,
No,
Better?
there you go.
Alright, so I was
Fighting
playing
game?
Yes, I was playing the Breakers Collection, which resembled Street Fighter 2 art style. The only kind of difference I found on it was that you could be a team of 3 people going against other 3 people teams in arcade mode on it. I wonder if it is just a port of the original Breakers game onto it, because it was like there was Breakers and then Breakers Revenge. So I was just like, okay. So it's alright, but it did make me want to play Street Fighter 2. So yeah. And then I played a demo called Awesome P, and it was anything but awesome. Yeah.
Say
so,
awesome P.
Yeah, as in the little vegetable pea. You go
Okay,
around.
I thought it was like the letter P. I'm like, I don't like this game. I don't want it.
It probably would have been better if it was urine, but no. So you basically play as a jumping pea, try and get through obstacle, collect coins, and it's just like, nah, it's just shit. Don't waste your time on it. I played Lethal Company with Sean Jazz, Carmen, and Sheila. I believe we did it in Resident Evil characters, so I was Ethan with a weird face for a bit.
So Ethan.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I did a bit better than before, but I probably died a few times because I always die a few times.
I just relived the whole like running off the beam and then Shayla just backing off the platform.
So yeah,
Yes.
that's for gaming side of it. I watched for the first time my show and tells with Ian. The Terminator.
You had never seen the Terminator?
And Terminator 2. I've
Oh yeah,
never
wait,
watched...
it's Alec who doesn't watch movies.
You watched them both for the first time.
Yeah.
Alec had never watched Die Hard.
We
We established he doesn't watch movies.
Yeah.
We established he's a horrible person.
I mean, I think my adequate kind of explained it earlier.
I mean, before I remove you, what did you think?
Shayla's never played Last of Us, so
Right.
I'm gonna
Okay,
kick her out of the chat.
kick her out of the board.
Before I reveal, I found one of them to be better than the other one. But what do you're saying 2 is better than the first one?
Yeah.
If you liked 1 more than 2, you're a liar.
2 has Sarah Connor.
Okay. So I preferred 1. Okay.
Get rid of him.
Let me. Okay.
Be gone.
Be gone, heathen.
This is all I needed to do to get cancelled for the Wardcast. Is
You didn't get cancelled. You just got
Terminator
put in a
2.
timeout.
So
You'll be back.
it was okay, but I found the second one ridiculous because you could.
Because
spoiler
little
alert.
Leon.
No. Well, that he was about as intimidating as a wet fart. But also he
Parts
could
are
turn
very
into-
intimidating. I'm sorry.
He could turn into this kind of liquid and go through shit, and I was just like, okay, if you were really, really trying to kill these, Sarah Connor and fucking
Sarah
Leon.
Connor.
mini bitch,
Mini
Then-
Leon.
then why didn't you just, take the form of a fucking chair, get one of the characters you were trying to kill to sit on said chair, put some strappy things, and then fucking kill them that way?
because that'd be a boring movie.
I mean, that was a boring movie anyway.
Wow.
Yeah. So, Terminator is not for me, but there we go. I finally seen it. And Sean, how was yours?
Terminator's a good movie.
It's good until now.
Yeah, it was fine until you ruined it. My show and tell is no.
Oh my Encore plus cheese.
Fromage.
You still have a lot of them, I'm guessing.
No, I've got like 4 or 5 of them or something. They're almost gone. I've been eating them slowly. I've been
get more.
savoring the flavor.
How many does your mom have left?
I think she ate them all. I think she ate them a while ago, actually.
She's like, oh,
she just made like
more
a big old
penguins.
bowl and ate it like cereal. Nothing happened this week. It was another unexciting week for me, I guess. I watched a couple of things, like nothing really worth talking about, but other than Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I'm still watching that. And I saw Wish, which feels like a Wish Disney movie, you know, the app Wish. It was all right. It was just kind of there. I played and beat Baldur's Gate 3 with Jazz, like she said. We finally did it. It took us like 110 hours or something like that. It was a lot.
110.
Mm-hmm.
Not
More than that?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. A lot. Took a lot. But we did it. We've done it. And yeah, it's a good game. Played Diablo 4 with Shayla, played Lethal Company with pretty much everybody, I think. And yeah, nothing. Does it say 300 hours?
It says 209.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Still less than Resident Evil.
A lot of
3
it
for
is
Jazz.
time spent like sitting in the menu, or sitting there listening to.
By the river.
By the river.
Though, to be fair, it probably didn't account for times where we like played and died and reloaded. So
but
it's probably
that's just like my whole time on the game too. So I have a new game now.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, it probably took us around 100 plus hours to beat it.
Something.
But yeah, it was a lot, but it was so good. And I've been working on my machine a minute. Hopefully you guys have been too. I know, Alec, you're done, you fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, I've got
but I have almost everything done. I've got a little bit more of like mid-video scripting to do, and I just need to record my lines. I'm at 1 minute and 20 seconds, I think. So I need to go in and see if I can trim it down to 1 minute if possible. But we'll see. Alec, how long was yours?
I want to say about a minute and a bit. I'll look it up.
Okay. Because it should be a minute or less, but I always go over. So if you go over a little bit, I'll forgive you. But I'm going to try to bring it down to around a minute if I can. But yeah, it's kind of all I've been working on. I got some show and tells. I got a gift from Jazz. She got me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she got me headset because mine's pooping out.
I forgot.
I haven't used it yet because I haven't had a chance to connect it. But yeah. My other headset has like only audio in one ear, and it's very annoying. So thank you for sending that to me. It's awesome. It looks like it's a nice headset too. So
hopefully, it'll be good for PUBG. Like, hopefully, like your sound, whatever is gonna be, because it's supposed to have like a really,
nice.
really good sound, whatever. Words.
Sound high quality sound, whatever.
High sound, whatever words.
And
sound performance.
No.
Like 3D audio kind of a thing.
I don't know. Read the box.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Words.
I have this. It is a limited run games
Metal Slug.
collector's edition for Metal
it a
Slug,
slug?
which was a Neo Geo game. So what's cool about this box is like Neo Geo cartridges used to be this size, like they're fucking massive. So like they made these collector's editions to kind of mimic the boxes of the old school Neo Geo games and to kind of replicate the stupid size of the cartridges that they used to be. So it's a really neat little kind of thing that they did. They did a whole run of these. I want to say they did like 20 releases. I got the first 3 of them. Also got this one, King of Fighters
Yeah,
97. And I got Super Combo. You guys probably don't know what any of these games are, but that's okay. It's kind of like a Street
I
Fighter
know the
2 fighting
number
game.
3.
But do you guys even know what the Neo
It
Geo
comes
is?
after number 2.
I have had an Neo Geo. Haven't seen one in person, but
Neo is in the Matrix, and Geo is some dude.
Geo, dude. Geo.
But that's kind of the magic of having like a physical edition of something too, like that, because you can make it like fun and like a throwback to the original. Because like if they just like they re-released those because they made them available digitally, so you could just download it and play it, which is nice to have access to the game. But like it's just kind of a throwaway thing. You download it, you play it, and you kind of move on. But like with that, it's like this cool little like throwback to a different era of video games. So like when it's on your shelf, it's just like it has a bigger impact, which is just cool. Back when limited run did fun things like that. I really hope that your Tomb Raider is good. I think it will be. It looks like it'll be fine.
I don't want to be fooled again.
Even though it's a Nintendo Switch game, it's going to be on a CDR. Yeah.
That'd be so fun.
That'd
To
be
answer your
hilarious.
question, Sean, it's 1 minute 40.
Good Lord, Alec. God damn it. Sound profile? What are you talking about, Carmen?
The headphones. That's not the word. Alec.
Oh. Alec, you're a bad boy. You go to your room. You're already there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the show and tales, and we got some news to talk about. I can get the fucking video ready. What? Hey, hey.
Hey. Divers of news.
We'll just clip that and we'll put it over the video. It'll be perfect. Or no, Alec, you should do a little like snippet that we can insert. You're good with the little intro things.
You're good with snippets.
You're good. You're the snippet master.
Wow.
Are you? I'll consider something.
Yeah. Is it Indica or Indica?
Tunisia.
Tunisia.
Indica.
Yeah, Indica. It's out now. Ta-da!
Yeah.
End of news. No, Indica is a horror-themed psychological experience. I don't really know how to categorize it, but it's a pretty interesting game. Jazz, you brought this to our attention a little while ago.
I sure did.
We watched a video of it, and it was really cool. I played the demo, and I liked what I played.
I still haven't.
And
Why is there a chef
wow.
coming out of the old lady's
I
mouth?
don't know, but I really want to find out.
Oopsies.
But yeah, it's mixing in elements of realistic modern day and retro aspects, and it's it's kind of a weird little kind of horror-ish adventure game that takes place in the 19th century, and you can like manipulate the existence of multiple planes to solve puzzles and stuff like that. It's really cool. Definitely worth checking out, and it is out today. The game is available on PS5, Xbox Series, and PC for $24.99. No physical release, unfortunately, on this one now or probably ever. I highly doubt we're going to see one for this one, unless for some reason it just does really well. But being that it's very weird, I don't see it being like hugely popular. But you never know. You never know. Hopefully it does well enough to get a physical, but I wouldn't count on it. What's cool too about this is a portion of the sales is donated to helping children affected by the war in the Ukraine. So it's kind of cool. So at least there's a little bit extra coming out of your spending money on a digital piece of shit.
Because that's the game that they were making. If I recall, when I talked about it, that's the one that they were making. The people who were making the game escaped Russia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and they were told, like, basically, you leave, you can't, like, you can never go back. And they were like, well, this is our way of saying, like, we're not fighting against Ukraine, and we're gonna go and make this game, and like everything. It's basically like the church in the game is like a statement on the Russian whatever. Like, they're shitting on their own government for good reasons, obviously, for what we could tell from the war.
Assassinated soon.
No, but they're making a pretty good state. Like, the game is a statement as well, and the fact that they're giving proceeds to like the Russian children, and stuff. Like, it's this game. Yeah, I want to get it.
And I do like too that it's specifically for the children. You know what I mean? Because it's
For
like
the children.
you can't argue that. Like whatever political side that you fall on or whatever, like it's for kids. Like
Yeah. Like,
if you disagree with that, like go fuck yourself. Like,
good guys doing good things for good reasons.
yeah, it's good, and it is good game with good graphics. Go buy.
Yeah, so even
Those
Sean's
good
gonna
kids
buy
must
it.
be
Even if it's
assholes
only
in the
digital,
future.
even Sean's gonna buy it.
Yeah, but I'll probably wait for it to go on sale. I'm sorry. Children be damned. All right, they're gonna get $15 because I'm gonna buy it when it's on sale.
Video games are for
As in
children.
the last episode.
Jason? Friday the 13th is ruined, everybody.
Yay!
Yay! Company Horror Incorporated has announced plans to create the Jason universe, which will be some sort of multimedia platform offering games, merchandise, entertainment, and more. Doesn't that sound just great? When you think of like scary horror
Sounds like
movies,
a
don't you
Wardcast
think of
intro.
like the Jason universe with games and playtimes and merchandise and entertainment?
Just two
Like-
Jasons playing like Jason, pancake.
Jason. It just feels like a joke, you know? It's like instead of giving us like a new movie or like a good game or something like that, we're just like, oh, we're going to do the Jason universe. Why? It sounds kind of like what Konami's trying to do with Silent Hill, just kind of capitalizing on the brand with no real concrete direction. They're just like, how can we capitalize on the brand and pull in money, and we'll make mobile games that have advertisements and people know who Jason is, so we'll just sell things with Jason's face on them. And it just sucks to see that like this is really like we've been waiting to get some form of like Friday the 13th content, and we finally get there, and it's this. Great.
Jason, don't go swimming. Why? Because we don't like water, Jason.
Yeah. The closest thing that we're going to get to
Bunch of Jasons going to camp.
some kind of TV show, but I'm sure it's going to be terrible.
Oh God, Jason and the Jasons.
Yeah. Oh God. But yeah, I saw the headline that like Jason was in the news. I'm like, oh, they're finally going to do the movie, and I read it and I was like, oh,
Oh.
why am I surprised? Why did I expect anything?
Instead of Jason X,
more?
it's Jason Gen X.
Oh no. Might as well be.
Jason.
Wow. The next Horizon game may be a Lego one. Speaking of killing franchises, let's kill them all. Just get rid of all of them. They're all garbage. Destroy them.
I don't know. Lego games are quite fun.
I get that, but not everything
Don't
needs
want
to
to
be
live
a
on this
damn Lego
planet
game.
anymore.
Where's Lego Friday the 13th?
Up your ass.
I'm sure that's coming too. It'll be a mobile game with ads in it. But yeah, Sony has already partnered with Lego in the past to make Lego sets of the Horizon franchise, and now the partnership seems to be coming full circle. Yay! Reports are stating that there will be
Yay!
a Lego Horizon game titled Lego Horizon Adventures. The game is said to essentially be a retelling of the first Horizon game, but Lego. Aren't you
wonder-
excited, Jazz? Aren't you going to run out and pre-order it immediately?
I wonder if they're going to replace the Lego instead of plastic to be made of alloy.
Oh, Alec, you fuck.
You're welcome.
Xbox 360 games are going on sale as the console's digital store sunsets. It's going bye-bye.
Yay.
Yay. Microsoft is closing the Xbox 360 store on July 29th, just a few months away. And to help get some of the disappearing games into more hands, they will be offering waves of discounts. The first wave is live now and offers discounts up to 90% off of certain titles. More titles will be on offer on June 18th and the final wave on July 16th. So, if there were digital titles that you wanted to get on your 360, now's the time to pick them up. Go buy them before they're gone forever.
You didn't want to buy and then sink it.
Yeah.
instead.
No, I went with Michelle Branch this
Yeah, I
time.
was gonna say, like, we're going with Michelle Branch now. Is that
Yeah.
we're branching off.
Yeah. Yeah, we had to mix it up a little bit.
I don't know who she is, but okay.
Goodbye to you.
Exactly.
Sounds like I'm not missing out.
She's actually pretty good.
I have mixed feelings about, like, it's cool that they're putting things on sale and like I kind of want to pick some things up, but at the same time, bleh. It's all digital poop. And it just sucks because like I want to go and get like the DLC for the games that I have. So I have like complete versions of all the games that I have. But do you have any idea how expensive that would be to go back and buy all the DLC for every Xbox 360 game I have? Like, and I don't think DLC is going on sale. I think it's only digital copies of games. So like if you wanted the real ending to Asura's Wrath or Prince of Persia or something like that, like you're not going to get a discount. But if you don't buy it within the next 2 months, you're going to have an incomplete game. So that's great. Stupid video games. Put it on the fucking disc. Anyway. Redfall is getting one final update after all. Last week, Microsoft announced the closure of Arcane Studios and the immediate discontinuation of support for Arcane's Redfall. However, the developer posted on Twitter that they will, in fact, release one of the final updates, adding some revamps to the neighborhood, which I assume is the world, and nest systems. I don't know what that is. And they will also add single-player pause. So I guess you couldn't play the game, or you couldn't pause the game in multiplayer, and now you can. I don't know. Seems like a weird thing. And they're also adding the much desired offline mode. Ooh. I still don't understand the appeal to downloading an offline mode. Is that not redundant? Like Suicide Squad is doing this too, where like you're going to be able to download an offline mode. Like I kind of understand like the utility of it while it's an active game. Like, okay, yeah, while it's accessible online, you can download the offline mode and then just kind of play it on your console or whatever. But the real benefit to having it be offline is when the servers do go down, you can still play it. So the fact that you have to connect to the internet to download the offline mode doesn't really do much in the grand scheme. But hey, people wanted it and they're getting it, so I guess there's that. And it's more than anybody was expecting anyway, too, because like I said, Microsoft essentially just shut them down, immediately canceling all the DLC, or at least that's what we were led to believe. So all right. Square Enix continues to struggle. The company has had a rough go of things lately, to the point some are asking the question, Will Square Enix survive?
No.
Will
That'd be
there
sad.
actually be a Final Fantasy?
No.
It'd be really sad to see them go, but I don't know. I feel like it could be in the cards. Recently, Square Enix has been hit with layoffs and has already canceled $140.9 million worth of projects in development to help balance the books. Also, it's now been confirmed that Final Fantasy 16, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, and Foam Stars have all failed to meet sales goals. So I believe that was their last 3 releases have all underperformed. And they're big releases too. 2 of them are Final Fantasy games, so not good. As part of the company's goals to reinvigorate its profit streams, their new plan is to, quote, aggressively pursue a multi-form strategy that includes Nintendo platforms, PlayStation, Xbox, and PCs. This will likely end Square Enix's past exclusivity with PlayStation and open up more doors for profit by launching titles across all platforms. So, I mean, I guess that's good. You know, it's good for... I mean, at this point...
I mean, I know it was this Final Fantasy 7 was exclusive to the PlayStation for a while, but it did eventually go to the Xbox, didn't it?
I don't think so. Final Fantasy 16 did. Final Fantasy 7 Remake, I don't think has either of them. Pretty sure. I think it came out on PC.
It's gonna.
But yeah, I mean, they've been kind of slowly transitioning into multi-platform anyway. I think this is just going to kind of speed up the process. And I mean, things like Kingdom Hearts, I believe they ended up putting on Xbox, and everything's just kind of becoming multi-platform anyway. So it makes sense for them to just kind of get ahead of the curve and just kind of start doing it as soon as possible. That way they're getting more streams of revenue.
So I just googled it, and you can get the original Final Fantasy 7 on the Xbox.
Is that what you were talking about, or the remake?
The remake initially, but you know, I swear I saw it, but yeah.
Square Enix.
Yeah, but yeah, it'll be good. More people will be able to play it. And I got one more, which is mega poo-poo, because Assassin's Creed is poop, and this next Assassin's Creed is going to be garbage. Hey, listen, I like Assassin's Creed, like in general. I've gone through probably more than half of them, I want to say, and I really liked 2. 2 was amazing. 3 was really good. I never played 4. I played what is it, Revelation? I played a bunch of them, and I really used to like them, and then they got really repetitive, and Ubisoft got more and more shitty as time went on. And Odyssey looks good. You played Odyssey, right? Or no, you played the one after that.
I really
liked
you
did play Odyssey?
Yeah.
What's the one with the like the Roman soldiers?
Odyssey.
Oh, that is Odyssey?
Yeah.
What am I thinking of?
Cassandra?
Oh, I'm thinking of Origins. Or Origin.
No, Odyssey is the one with the Greek...
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that one looks really cool. I thought Odyssey looked pretty cool as well. The Norse one, the one with like the Vikings or whatever, that one looked pretty cool.
Yeah, that one's cool. That one's super fun.
I can't speak to those ones because I haven't played them, but from what I've seen, like I want to play them and they do look cool, even though they don't really look like Assassin's Creed games.
I think that's why I got hooked to those more, because they look different. You're not just like the same assassin character running around. Like you get a different character. And
but doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose if you're like if it's not even really an Assassin's Creed game, it's only Assassin's Creed by name?
Oh, because to me it was just a different game, because I didn't know anything about the Assassin's Creed, but I was like, hey, I get to play as a fucking Greek warrior shit.
Are you even an assassin in that?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Or
I don't know.
You're a murderer.
That's just kind of been my like
I mean-
confusion with those, with like the more modern Assassin's Creed games, is that like it seems like there's like no emphasis on the fact that you're an assassin, where like in the past that used to be like what the whole thing was. So it just seems very, very different than it once was. And I mean, it could be fine. I don't know.
I
But
mean,
just from like an outsider looking in, it just seems weird.
in Valhalla, you're a Viking, and Vikings, what are they if not assassins?
Yeah. I don't know.
No, there's a whole other thing, like with it, but like, yeah, you're assassino.
Assassino.
So, what's with Chris Redfield?
We'll
He's
get
also
there.
an assassino.
He's also an assassin.
He's the
Um,
ass.
So this new Assassin's
Oh.
Creed game is getting political, like everything is in the world.
It's because it's in Africa. Is that why you put Chris?
No,
Okay.
but it's there's a parallel going on here. So yeah, so this game is a problem for a lot of different reasons. So first is the fact that Assassin's Creed fans have been asking for a game to be set in Japan for nearly a decade, and despite Assassin's Creed having a diverse cast of characters, there has not yet been any Japanese representation within the IP. So it's something that fans have wanted for a really long time. Um, Fans thought that they were finally getting the answer to this with the Assassin's Creed Shadows game being set in Japan. However, Ubisoft decided to make, for some reason, the main protagonist a black guy. What's every Assassin's Creed game to date has had the protagonist make sense culturally, like they made sense to their environment. But like this just doesn't make sense to make this character black, and everybody is getting, well, not everybody, most people are defending this, but there are people that are like commenting like why does he have to be black? The only answer for that right now really is DEI. It's a reflection of the environment that, you know, that's what they're doing with everything right now. So there's no other reason to do this other than pushing a political belief, essentially. Like you're making a Japanese game in feudal Japan. Like, why? And everyone is defending this game like, oh, everyone that's saying, oh, it's a black guy, they're racist, this and that. Well, like the comparison to Resident Evil 5 comes in here. It's like, okay, well, everybody got pissed off that they had, you know, or not everybody, but a lot of people got angry that Chris, a white guy, goes to Africa, is killing a bunch of infected black people, right? That's problematic. But now you have like a game that's supposed to be set in like a realistic setting, like tied into history to a degree. It's all fictional, but like they weave it into actual history and stuff like that. So you put a black guy in that setting, and he's there, and he's literally an assassin, assassinating and murdering all the Japanese people, and everybody rushes to defend it. So like why is that okay, but when it's a white guy, that's a problem? It's literally the same dynamic happening, but like one's a problem and one is like, oh, how dare you, if you talk about this, you're racist. Like how it's the same thing.
I mean, I get where you're coming from, Sean, but it is just how the world's going at the moment. So just kind of have to sit and deal with it for a little while until they eventually snap out of it. So yeah, I'm not shocked, but what can you do?
Yeah, it's just annoying. But anyway, so that's happening with the story. In addition to that, there's a whole bunch of gross things that Ubisoft is doing in terms of like monetization. They're going to be doing kind of the same business model that they're doing with that Star Wars game, Outlaws. They're going to be releasing the base game, which is going to cost $69.99. There's going to be a gold edition with 2 extra missions for $109.99. There's an ultimate edition with extra cosmetics and other digital content for $129.99. the collector's edition with a statue, art book, wall scroll, lithographs, and other stuff for $279.99, or you can pay $17.99 a month to play it on Ubisoft subscription service.
Or just wait a few years and then it will come onto the free bit on the PlayStation thing anyway. So
Yeah. It's just annoying that, like, why does every game have to have like 4 different versions upon release? And it's getting so ridiculously expensive. It's so annoying. They're also, once again, paywalling content. One mission is only available if you pre-order the game. Another mission is only available if you buy the $110 game or the $130 version of the game with the season pass. And none of these extra missions or content are available to purchase separately at launch. So if you don't want to wait, then you're going to have to pay you're not only going to have to pre-order it, but you're also going to have to pay $40 additional to get either the gold or the ultimate version for $130 to play the content. I mean, I'm sure they're going to release the content separately eventually, but like, again, you're going to have to wait for it, and nothing has been confirmed, so they may never even do that. So again, they're pushing people into these more expensive business models so that they can normalize it, so that, like, oh, well, the last 2, 3, 4, 10 games that we released, you bought the ultimate edition for $130, so, oh, look, our games are worth $130, right? It's going to create a trend of like what's acceptable to charge people, and that's going to influence the way that games are monetized in the future, and it's very irritating. In addition to that, there's also rumors going on that they're going to be implementing mini battle passes too. So you're going to also be spending whatever $5-10 for periodic battle passes to unlock probably cosmetics, I would imagine. So it's like you spend $130 for the game, and then you're spending another $5 here, another $10 there on top of that for a AAA purchase that should just be a one-time buy. And this is clearly becoming a trend for Ubisoft, because this is the exact same way that they handled that Star Wars game. So clearly this is something that they intend to maintain and continue to build their games going forward. So, and these are single player experiences. Like, these are not even multiplayer, I don't think, at all. There might be like a co-op mode or something like that, but yeah.
Well, this is clever from Ubisoft to be doing this, actually. So if the game fails, then they can either blame that or the fact that no one wants to buy this because of all the extra money you had to pay for the extra content. So they're going to say it's because of a racist reason rather than the money.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see that happening.
Yeah, for sure. It's an easy scapegoat. And then finally, this will be yet another case of an online-only single-player game. To play Assassin's Creed Shadows, you have to connect to the internet to install the game, which is the same thing that they did with Star Wars Outlaws. It's a single-player game. Whether you buy it physical or digital, you have to initially connect to the internet to install the game.
What?
So, again, this is just becoming the trend. Like, if we say it's okay here, then they're going to do it a couple more times. And if that works, they're just going to continue to go down that route. So this is proof that it's becoming normal to just deal with the fact that you've got to connect to the internet to install your game, whether it's single player or not.
So there's no point buying the physical version of this game.
It's completely pointless. Yeah, there's literally no point. The entire game isn't on the disc, so why even have it? It's kind of like they've been doing with a lot of the Switch games, only worse, because usually with the Switch games, there's like, it's a collection of games. So you have like, what was it? The Resident Evil collection that had, I think, 4, 5, and 6. I think 4 was on the cartridge, and then 5 and 6 you had to download. It's kind of that same concept, but they're doing that with single games now too. It's like, if you want the entire experience, you have to download the remainder of the content. But I don't think I don't think you can play it at all though without connecting to the internet. I'll have to look that up. It might, but like even if for some reason it did, since it's a partial install, like the game would just stop at some point. So like I don't know how much, I don't know if they're like just putting a code on the disk that unlocks the download to the game, or if it's like 70% of the data is on the disk and then you install the remainder of it. But like either way, the game, it's not playable without the internet.
I mean, it's going to be bugged as fuck when you first put it in without the internet thing.
But that's normal. Like that's,
yeah,
it's not
Ubisoft.
It's not great, but I would rather have like an unpolished game that's glitchy and broken that is still a complete playable experience than having to connect to the internet to play the game. Because again, then there's just no point of buying a physical release. But yeah, so Ubisoft's going to continue to try to make this a thing. So just be aware when you're buying any modern game, like make sure that you're aware of like how the game actually is accessible, because like for some people they're not going to care, for some people that is going to matter, and the companies are not they're not being transparent at all about this. So if you're not following the news loop, you're never even going to know this is a thing unless you're paying attention to it. So like when you're looking at a box, look at like the fine print at the bottom of the box. It'll say like requires internet connection or something like that. Because if you just assume, oh, it's a single player game, it's all going to be on the disc, not necessarily anymore. I do want to look up real quick the box art for this game, for the Assassin's Creed game, and see if it has that that it's not a warning, but that little label that says you need internet access to download it. Because I don't remember if Star Wars even had that. They're getting super shady about this stuff.
Slim shady.
This is why I prefer retro, to be honest, because
You want an Assassin's Creed, well, not Assassin's Creed, but an Assassin game in Japan? Just go back on the original Xbox and play Red Ninja.
There you go.
Yeah. I need to do that. Shit was a good game.
Yeah, it does. It says internet required to... Oh, it actually is transparent. It says internet required to install the game. Wow. I'm surprised they had the balls to say that and they weren't vague and they were just like, requires internet connection. Because like sometimes you can get away with that where it's like, okay, well, there's an online component, so they're forced to put a label on it that says requires internet. So they can kind of mislead people in that regard. But hey, kudos to them for being honest. And you know what? If you want to play this game, it came out a long time ago.
Oh, God. Isn't that an anime?
It is an anime, a really good anime. It's got Samuel L. Jackson in it.
Of course it does.
What's that supposed to mean?
Because he's in everything.
It's not Morgan Freeman.
He's in everything.
What happened to Morgan Freeman? He kind of fell off, didn't he? I haven't seen him in a long time.
Got things in his freezer.
He's 105.
He's doing stuff.
Is he? I haven't seen him in such a long time.
Oh yeah, he's doing stuff.
That's good. I like that guy. Alrighty. That is my news. Jazz, you got some news?
I got a couple of things. They're short little thingies.
Short little thingies?
Yeah. Just a couple of game, whichever one you want.
Okay.
Fuck yeah. You said it wouldn't be done and I didn't believe you, and now it's being done. I knew it would come, and here we are. The official Tomb Raider account on social medias has confirmed. Yay, it's confirmed. And Lara's looking, she's so happy. That's the face I made when I saw this morning.
I don't know that that's happy. It looks like...
No, that's her that's her happy face. That's her happy face. That's her happy face considering everything.
There you go.
By the time you get the shadow. Yeah, so on social media, the official Tomb Raider account has confirmed that we'll be getting a physical version of the Tomb Raider 1 to 3 remastered. I'm not sure if this is officially what the cover will look like. That's just the only one that I could find that was some sort of cover for this picture. But this will also be a partnership with Limited Runs Games, so hopefully they will, have smartened up after the shenanigans that happened. But more details are expected to follow later this month, which is expected to come this Tuesday, the 21st. I believe it's Tuesday, 18, 19, 20. Yeah. It's nice. It's nice when fans speak up and are actually heard. This was shown through the post on X, Twitter, which from Tomb Raider, which stated, "quote We've heard you loud and clear." So, and like everything else that I just mentioned, but that they specifically said that in the and not in the bad way. They were just like, "Hey, good news! We heard you loud and clear, and we're happy to announce." So after plenty of requests for physical releases on the game, this is finally happening, and there's no date yet, but we'll have to wait and see this Tuesday for any updates on the subject. But at least we've gotten an official yes so far, so that's good. I knew it was going to happen. We knew it was going to happen because Tomb Raider's too big of a title for them to say no, there's not going to be a physical, and way too many people, like fans, complained when they weren't releasing it. They were like, come on, what the fuck, where is it? And after all of the requests for this physical release of the for the game, at least on Switch, because a lot of people apparently were complaining they're like, well, can you at least release it on Switch? Following the announcement for the release of the game, the collection that was recently announced after the shenanigans with Limited Runs, and they recently announced the physical release of Guardian of Light and Temple of Osiris, which was also the previous digital only titles. So when that was announced to be released in November of this year, or for the collector's box, that's the one that I ordered through Limited Runs, which is actually live order now. You can order it now. Lee's the one who sent me the link, and I ordered it as soon as it was available. Thank you, Lee. It was available as of May 10th, but the standard edition is estimated to ship in October, so that will be available to purchase at that time. But yeah, since that whole thing, there's been even more requests for like, hey, what about the remastered? So it's nice that, again, that they're listening, and that
You're
Lara's
gonna have
face.
to connect to the internet though to download it to install it.
No, I'm not, because it's already installed. So that's just going on the shelf. So
That would be so ironic though if they did that. They're like, here's your fucking physical release, and you have to connect to the internet to download it, to install it.
It's like, yeah, you got the first game on there, but you have to download the rest of them on there.
Yeah.
About as big as.
Honestly, if they do a Switch version, that might actually happen.
That's what I was thinking.
what'd be even better is that they somehow rig, kind of like those music playing birthday cards, they rig it so that as soon as you open the case, there's like that like sound when you pick up an item in Tomb Raider. I know that has nothing to do with the like internet. I'm just excited. I wonder if that means they're gonna do some sort of like other collection, but probably not, because they just set up one, especially with the partnership with Limited Runs. I don't think Limited Runs is gonna. I call them Limited Runs because they just took a whole shit all over stuff recently.
Yeah.
But since they just did like a whole collectors for Temple of Osiris and Guardian of Light, I don't think they're gonna do another one this close to it. But
yeah, it's hard to say. I feel like they might, because this is probably one of the bigger IPs that they've had to do, and like every time they've had like a big mainline property, they've done some kind of collector's edition. Like Contra had one, Castlevania had one. Like I can't think of a single time where they had like a well-known IP that they didn't do some kind of limited. Like maybe it'll just be like a soundtrack, but I'm sure I can't imagine them not doing anything for it.
that's true. Or what would be really cool is like hey, we know we fucked up royally recently, and we've been complete assholes. And so since we've recently did a partnership with for Tomb Raider for the physical game of this, what we're gonna do is anybody who's pre-ordered this collector's box, we're gonna throw in a copy of the physical copy of the remastered game. Yep, just add it into the collectors. That'd be cool.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Oh shit! You said
No.
that about the physical game, and here we are.
No, I said it depends on sales.
That's true.
Is it actually a remaster or is it a report?
It's a
It's
remaster.
a remaster.
Okay.
Yep.
Then it might. I might give it a go.
A Tomb Raider
I'm
go.
definitely going to get it. I just hope it's not garbage. I hope it's one of their higher quality releases. And I hope it's pre-patch.
It's Tomb Raider.
I don't want a censored one, damn it.
It's Tomb
It's fine.
Raider. It's Tomb Raider.
Listen.
Why would it be garbage?
No, not the game itself, but the quality of the physical edition. I hope that they handle it with care. Because honestly, I would have thought that they would have done a really good job with D. Like, D's not like a huge, well-known title or anything, but it has enough of a cult following that I feel like that would have been an IP that they cared about and like spent the time and effort to make it quality, but clearly not. So you never know. You never know.
I'm gonna need the bigger shelf. Tomb Raider.
I'm
Because that
hoping.
box that's coming in November is not even gonna fit on those shelves. But I don't even know if I'm still gonna be here in November, so we don't know.
Hopefully not.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Did they say what platforms or no? Probably not.
They didn't, but it's there's supposed to be like more there was just like a tweet that they released, so hopefully they're gonna have more details, way more details on Tuesday.
Are they just gonna like put up a post, or are they doing like did they say how they're gonna do that?
They said look out on our social medias, so I'm
Mhm.
guessing that they're gonna have more posts and like the Tomb Raider like the website's gotten so weird, it's hard to follow. It's hard to stay on there, but yeah, I'm gonna try my best to keep up with it. Unfortunately, they're not doing this Monday where I'm off all day, so I can spend the entire day just looking all over the place. But I'll be busy Tuesday, but I'll do what I can. I'm gonna try to by next Wardcast. Hopefully, I'll have some updates.
Cool.
Yeah.
I hope they do a PS4 version.
Oopdatis.
I like getting PS4 instead of PS5 when I can. But do you know, is there a digital PS4 version? I don't think I even looked.
I don't
I'll have to look it up. I mean, it's fine either way. I just prefer it'd be a nice thing. Alrighty. Got one more.
One more. Man.
Meh.
3 generations of RE1. Well, sort of. Yeah. So there's been a leak. A leak of a rumor. Or a rumor of a leak. And this is according to
What?
No. Apparently there's somebody heard a dripping noise of some kind. I don't know. Well, it's not a real plumber, but
Check your pants.
Check your pants.
Okay.
This is according to a known leaker of video game information, Daniel RPK via Patreon, and Twitter user PRE_Alabarabia. The original Resident Evil game is getting a second full remake in 2026, so it is the next game to be remade, allegedly. This follows the previous rumors. Oh, Jesus Christ, my Discord will not shut up. Hang on. Sorry, it's distracting me. It's going this is following the rumors that Capcom is set to announce a new Resident Evil game this year that will allegedly be released in 2025. They haven't yet though. I think we talked about it, but they haven't yet announced their new Resident Evil or something like that. But there's rumors. It's all rumors of the rumors and things. The 1996 title, as we know, has seen its first remake for the GameCube in 2002, which is still holding up today. It's still bringing in fans to the franchise. Surprisingly, people are playing the HD remastered on like the newer consoles because you can still get it there, and it's still offering fans, even people who have played the original in 1996, but the original 96 title. It brings them new locations, new subplots, puzzles, scary creatures like the Crimson Heads, and a lot more. And even 22 years later, if the rumors are true, a new remake is most likely going to be like an even more welcome addition to the series. It's not a secret that it's no secret that personally I obviously would much prefer to see a Code Veronica remake before like the first. Yeah, it's I don't know, I just feel like one has had its remake. The games have had the remakes. But it could like I see like if they're gonna go for another one before Code Veronica, then yeah, like I'm okay with it being one. And I know a lot of other fans have been waiting for some type of remake of the Outbreak series or the Outbreak games. But that said, and again, this is purely like if the rumors are and the leaks are true, it's still nice to see the first game being remade. Any of the first games being remade before Resident Evil 5, because
Wow.
Resident Evil 5 can go fuck itself, or any of the other action titles, honestly. Well, like RE4 was kind of an action title, but it was one of the older ones. So I've made my peace with the RE4 being remade before, like, well, I still would have liked to see Code Veronica. But anyways,
I mean, they could get away with doing 5 because I mean they did 4 Justice, so like 5 is just like 4 on steroids.
They
just
can
like
get
Chris on
away
steroids.
with it, but not before Code Veronica and like Outbreak and like make Outbreak really pretty and really playable, and I will
have
play it.
zero faith that that's gonna happen.
Same, but I didn't give a shit about the first one, so that's not. I'm not as concerned. Code Veronica, I really want to see.
Yeah.
One of remake, like on Unreal Engine 5. Like I've seen a lot of people like putting images and shit together, and like obviously it's probably not gonna end the same, but we've seen Jill in the Stars outfit in RE3 remake, so we know it's gonna like be really cool to see them in like what they can do with the characters. And like even Leon in his old like RPD outfit in 2, like the characters look really really cool. So to see like the original stars in that engine, and to see it like they could make it work, it'll look really nice. But make those games before 5 and before going up to the next ones, because like I feel like you're not going, it's not becoming like a remake of the series if you're starting it like further out than before you're going back, right? Like
Yeah, it'd
like
be
2, 3,
really,
4,
really,
5, 1.
yeah, it'd be really weird to have 5 remakes and not include one. Like,
Yeah.
and especially considering that even RE2 or RE1 remake already got, or RE1 got remade in I think 2002. Like it's
Been
still
22 years.
it still is more deserving of a remake than 4 was. Like 4 is a newer
Yeah.
game even than the remake of RE1. So like, yeah, you could make that argument that they already remade it, but also like if they're making a game that's newer than RE1 remake, why can't they justify remaking it again? Like it makes sense. It's more deserving of it because it's an old ass game.
Like I'm looking at the, like you're looking at the pixely of 2 and 3, and you're like, yeah, those needed the remakes.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're looking at the 2002 remake of 1, and you're like, like look at Barry. His face is all fucked up because there's a crop in it. But like
Yes.
you look at Barry there, and then I'm looking at the wall scroll behind you, and I'm like RE4 did not need that remake first, like you said, for sure. Like it looked better, especially when they made the HD game of that. It looked a lot better than the original like RE4 that came out. But
Mhm.
but I'm not like I've made my peace with the fact that they made 4 and it looked good and it played well and it was okay, it was good. But if they were to go to 5 next, I've already raged about that and I said I was going to do something stupid on the Wardcast to like to like react to it. But if this is a real rumor and a real leak, I'm okay with it. But after this, if they go straight to 5, I'm rioting because they can't just go like, okay, now we've covered 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to 5, and leave Code Veronica sitting in its fucking little dark corner. Like, what? It was one of the best, like one of the best, if not the best game of the series. Why are you just letting it sit in the corner and rot? Like, it needs it. It needs it. If 4 needed it, Code Veronica needs it. You can't disagree with that.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's just there.
What if they did Resident Evil remake?
You get fucked. You get the fuck out of here. Go back to Village. You
There's just so many reasons
guy.
for them to not do it, or not even to not do it, but to get away
Thanks,
with
Lee.
not doing it because it's like some of the like it's a weird, quirky game. It's not a numbered title. It's technically a spin-off, even though it was supposed to be a numbered title. There's just I could see that there's just so many ways that they could justify not making it happen, but they need to do one if they're going to continue making or doing remakes. They need to do one, and for me personally, like I feel like I would be more okay with another remake of 1 more than any of the other remakes, just because we could. It would be a good game to experience with the modern controls, because we had the original fixed cameras and everything, and then we had a cleaned up, you know, um, new graphics engine, you know, remake, but it was still like the original game, still fixed cameras, like it was still fully the original game. So we had that version of that remake. So if
Mhm.
we make it again, I'm going to be way more accepting of like doing something different, because I already got the remake that I always dreamed of getting, completely intact. So now for them to try and do something different, like then you're kind of getting the best of both worlds, right? You're getting the modern version, and we also got the true to the original version as well. So it's like we're kind of getting everything in that regard. Where like we're always going to have that, like with Resident Evil 2 and 3 remake, we're always going to have that. Well, it would have been cool to have a remake that's fixed camera angles, and it was more like the original. We got that with the first remake, so let's try the other version as well.
Yeah, but I mean, RE2 had the fixed camera angles, and they did
What?
or the original,
Yeah.
and they
But
did the remake, and it worked.
well, that's what I'm saying though, is like we're we're never going to get a true to form remake of
Oh
RE2
yeah,
and
no,
3. We're just going to have the RE4 version of it, where
yeah,
they made it more action. But what I'm
which is
saying is, with
fine.
the original remake, we got a
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
true remake the
And it
way
was
that it was
amazing.
originally created, and it was
Oh yeah,
great. But since we got that, now to get something different that's more modern, like I can swallow that a lot easier than I could with 2 and 3.
yeah.
More modern looking, but cut content, I bet.
Yeah, cut content's
Capcom's
kind
like,
of the norm.
let's do
No
it,
more Crimson
boys.
Zombies, because there's no Crimson Zombies in the other games.
Coincidentally, I completely forgot about RE0.
Everyone forgot about Zero.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't think that one's going to get a remake.
no, although it would be really cool to see it, but again, RE0 looked and played a lot like remake, like the 2002, and so it's also one that doesn't need it like it would cool to have one. It would be cool to have one, but it doesn't need it like ASAP. And I like everything you said about the remake. Like it would be really nice, and it does like it'd be cool to have the RE1 remake like for it to be next. I agree with that. I'm just saying RE5 remake doesn't need to be the next one after that. That's all. That's all. That's all.
That's a complicated question.
No, it's not. Code Veronica.
Which do you think? Well, it's the need. Like, what do you think needs a
Oh,
remake
Dino
the
Crisis.
most? Yeah, I would say Dino Crisis, but if I had to pick one of those, I would say Code Veronica.
If I had to pick which one I'd want, Code Veronica, but Dino Crisis needs it because that game still kind of looks like poo.
There's no kind of.
Oh, sorry.
So terrible.
Okay, the game looks like poo. At least Code Veronica was a PS2 era game, so it had like nicer cutscenes, and
Yeah.
you could tell the face from the butt.
What?
Oh, it's old video. I can't tell a face from an ass.
I never considered the Devil May Cry 1 remake. I was just like,
That would actually be really cool with the new
Yeah.
RE engine graphics. Oh my god.
It's like whether they try and make Dante a bit more funnier, because like he, as after 2, he kind of became more and more funnier.
Yeah, it'd actually be really interesting to see them do like a full series remake, kind of like they're doing with Resident Evil, where they remade 1, 2, and 3, because the franchise was so all over the place. With 2, they didn't really know what to do with it. 3, they overcompensated for that. So like the story arc of the original trilogy is like really fucking broken and weird. So if they kind of reapproached it with a vision, they could have like a natural progression, which would be really cool. You've got like fun, joking Dante, and you could give him a story arc where he kind of goes through some dark shit, becomes a little bit more emo, and then kind of turns it back around into the Devil May Cry 5 version of Dante. And then it would feel natural, and it would give him a really deep overall character. And that'd be really cool to see them do that. I don't think they will. Devil May Cry has always been kind of, I'd say outside of maybe like the first one and maybe 3, it's kind of been fighting for its own existence for a while now. So like even 5, it did pretty good, but it still wasn't like massively popular. So I just don't see them justifying that franchise with a remake, unfortunately. But it'd be really, really cool to see them do that.
That
Do
face
it
of
without
Chris
the
is still like
underwater mission in it.
But yeah, that is the news. We got a game. We got some games.
Okay, it's game time.
Carlos.
All
Carlos.
right.
What a monster. I can't believe. What the hell?
I like that the picture was still up there,
Oops.
so I was just
Nope,
looking at Chris.
You saw nothing.
I saw Max.
You saw nothing.
She had a nose period. What the fuck?
Alright, so there is different parts of various video game characters that make up this monster. Can you identify what video game characters are and where they come from?
No. Well, the fucking head is Inky Blinky. It's the red ghost from Pac-Man.
I think it's Inky.
Inky.
But yeah, it's definitely one of the Pac-Man ghosts. The right arm, or I guess the left arm, is Terminator 2, the arcade game, I think.
Shayla says
Kratos'
the right
leg.
Bigfoot is Bowser.
Or is that Kratos? Yeah, I'm going with Kratos' leg.
Because he's got dad sandals.
Dad sandals. Is that a Metal Gear Ray arm, maybe?
Robot want Ray.
The torso looks familiar.
Okay, you guys are doing pretty well. I'm not gonna send a reveal to Sean.
The pink thing looks like a dick.
Shayla says it's Bowser.
It's not
The-
Bowser.
The pink thing?
Yeah, it looks like
What is it, his dick? Bowser's dick.
It's a Pokemon.
That's Pokemon.
It's Pokemon. The torso does look familiar.
Oh, you fuck.
All right, so the red head is from Pac-Man. It's called Blinky.
Blinky.
It is Metal Gear Solid 2 Ray arm, and the other arm is from Terminator 2 Arcade. You can tell I watched Terminator 2 recently and just like, okay, this.
Oops, no, go away.
And it is Kratos' God of War leg. But what was the other leg? The pig penis? Pokemon penis? Bowser penis?
Hold on. I don't know
Was
where
it a
the...
Pokemon?
It's not a Pokemon.
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 It's not Koopa.
Is it Kirby?
Not Kirby. Wow, Lee, it's not the torso from Nosferatu from Dark Side Chronicles.
Okay. Are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Torso is fucking Leon. Oh. Well.
I like that the Terminator's head is exploding.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Look, the Terminator 2 arcade thing gave me nightmares. I've said this before. But the penis leg that you said is actually from Puzzle Bubble, and it is Bubble. And then the other thing is the Tyrant torso.
The T-torso.
Yeah. Good job. Well done. Done most of it, so yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's funny.
What's that?
What?
So I have this game here called Bust a Move, and that's got those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a fun game. Frustrating as hell, though.
Well, speaking of a frustrating fun game, Jazz.
Wow. Speaking of a bunch of bullshit, Jazz, where's your game?
Turn the jazz back up, motherfucker!
Alright, you know the rules of the game. You know the rules of this game. Gonna put this down here. Alright. So the points are up there. Yeah. I've got an image. I'm gonna share my screen, but don't accept it yet until it's time. I just don't want to forget. Yeah. Okay. Shit, I lost it. Here it is. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we got 1 second, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, and then the reveal. Are you ready? I've only got one today, so are you ready?
Okay. Yep.
Okay, here comes 1 second. By the way, I can't hear shit, so I hope you guys can hear it.
Metal Gear Solid 2. 3. 2. 3.
Maybe Twin Snakes, like when you first load up the menu, it's like. Yeah.
I need to play Twin Snakes. It's been so long.
Okay, so you both say, well, you said Metal Gear Solid 2 and
I'm gonna say 3.
3, and Alec, you
Yeah.
said Twin Snakes.
Yeah, so it's Metal Gear Solid 1 remake.
1, okay. And Lee said Final Fantasy X2. I need a pen. Here's one. Okay. Any other guesses? I'll play it one more time just to help out. Last guesses going once, going twice. All right,
Sold.
We're sold to 5 seconds. We're gonna move on to 5 seconds. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, I know what that is. What the fuck is
It's
that?
Resident Evil 4 when they do the bit where
The
before Leon
recap
gets in
kind
the
of
car.
thing.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
brothers falling.
Yeah, I think so. That's weird. I don't remember it starting with the drums like that.
Shayla says Harry,
Harry
Potter.
And the drums of Phoenix.
Yeah, I think you are correct, Mundo.
So you're saying, wait, the
Resident
Harry
Evil.
Potter?
No. Residential Evil 4.
Okay. You're both saying Resident Evil 4?
Mm-hmm.
And Shayla, and you're, wait. Okay, Alec had said. Sean had said. Okay. All right. Any other guesses from Lee? Anybody else? Going once, going twice. Going to 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
Ooh.
It could be Outbreak.
See, now I don't think it's a Resident Evil game.
I'm going to say Resident Evil Outbreak.
Is it a Tomb Raider game?
Are you changing your guess to that, Alec?
Yeah. Shayla says Revelations.
Shayla says Revelations.
That's a good guess, too.
Okay. Any other guesses? Going once, going twice?
3 times a lady.
3 times. 15 seconds. Here we go.
I'm pretty sure that's Outbreak.
I'm sticking with Tomb Raider.
But I think it's... No, it's the first one, I think. Yeah, I'm sticking to it.
Okay. And you had originally said that last round. Okay. I will give one final guess to the PPs on the side.
He's not a clue. The video game, the movie, the video game.
The series, the musical.
The HD remaster.
Remake. Part 1. Alright, going once, going twice. Y'all ready for this reveal? Alright, Sean, when you're ready to share my screen.
Wow.
God damn it. Really?
I just want to shoot myself in the head now. I can't place it. I'm guessing it's like when they're doing the story.
Yeah, during the storybook bullshit.
That's the thing with even Seven.
7.
I can't think of a song from the recent Resident Evil games.
Why is it still going?
It's called Village of Shadows.
Oh my god.
I edited the picture a little bit just for you.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I worked hard on it.
I want to print that out and replace my cover with that.
Oh yeah, I was 100% gonna send you this picture after.
All
And
right.
that was
Turn the jams back up, motherfucker.
yeah.
That's crazy how heavily inspired that is from Outbreak. I don't think I made that connection before.
It's crazy how you guys named so many Resident Evil games, and I was like, oh wow, I guess they stuck to the music style.
That is not a Resident Evil game, so
Well, look at that. I guess they got one thing right.
God damn it.
All right. Let's see if you get this right.
The following game contains reversed clips of potentially horrible things previously said. It's reversed, and remember time, so grow the fuck up.
All right. So listen carefully to the reverse audio clip. Try to identify what the sound clip could be. Remember, it could be a video game, it could be a machinima, or it could be from a movie. Who knows? Here comes the first one.
Really? Just a fucking
Gran
car.
Turismo. I don't know.
It's nice and short, so here it is again.
Yeah, some racing game. DDR.
Slander the video game, yeah. Do it one more time.
Now, is it a racing game or is it like a regular game with a motorcycle that he just like the intro of RE2 remake?
It is a racing game.
Is it a game?
It is a game. Let's see if we get the original.
The fuck is that? It's so vague, Alec.
It sounds like an awful amount of crashing for a racing game.
It doesn't sound like any crashing. It just sounds like engines.
Alright, so it's not Gran Turismo, it is...
Burnout.
Yeah, Burnout Paradise.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Alright, next one's a bit longer. It is a video game.
I'm sick in heaps of circus, man, boy. I'm here with my power. I'm the head of off. I'm so deep in. Well, I'm so. I can help you, fellas.
Sounds like some Batman music in the background, but I don't recognize that voice at all. Hmm. Do it again.
I am safe in heaps of circus, man, boy. I'm here with my power. I'm the head of off. I'm so deep in. Wow. For the heel in the bugdash. Off. I'm so like it help me for us.
I'm gonna take a wild shot in the darkness, and I'm gonna say the suffering.
The suffering.
Also known as garbage. Medieval garbage.
I have no idea. So I'm gonna say Metal Gear.
Oh yeah, okay. Let's see if you can get it from the original.
So a few people had been killed. It wasn't my fault.
Please, no, I got a family.
Shut
please.
up and bleed, you motherfucker. Well, maybe it was my fault, but I had my own problems to worry about. The old man's curse was beginning to piss me off.
What is that? Is that Red Dead Redemption or something?
Nope.
Is it Shadow Man?
Is it Darkness?
Nope. Nope.
I-
Came out on the PS2.
So did a lot of things.
Alright. It is Twisted Metal Black, and it's Sweet Tooth's intro.
Never played that game.
I've played almost all of the Twisted Metal games, but that's one that I have not. How dare you?
Alright, you might get this one if this is a bit more familiar game-wise, so here we go.
See? Yes, yes.
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
It's really low too.
Yeah. Do it again?
See? Yes, yes.
It's like somebody getting electrocuted or something.
It sounds like there's like a machine or like a, I don't know. Like I envision this like magical machine like whirring in the background, but I have no idea.
Lee says Silent Hill Homecoming, the Pyramid Head ending.
What?
Yeah, we can barely hear you.
Yeah, you're really quiet. I think you're too far away from the mic.
Lee said,
Lee said Silent Hill Homecoming, the Pyramid Head ending.
Yeah, I could see that.
Alright, see if you get it from the original.
A scared little rat with an ugly, useless gun. Morpheus?
Oh my god, get fucked.
Useless.
Dead Aim.
It is Resident Evil Dead Aim. Alright, let's go with a very retro video game.
Ow, ow. I know what it is. Yeah, it's Duck Hunt.
Jazz.
I guess it's Duck Hunt.
So that's the second time Silent Hill Homecoming has come up during this week. I'm going to take that as a sign. I'm going to go back and play it.
Is the original.
Could they have made that game any more obnoxious? Like, I have fond memories of that, playing it as a kid, but like from the parents' perspective, like that is just annoying as shit. Like, if you don't know what the hell that is, and you're like subjected to listen to that shit, it's cruel.
Yeah. It is Duck Hunt. Alright, well done. Nearly finished, guys. So here's the next one. It is a kind of parody. Yeah, okay. Here we go.
The hell?
None of us has made it.
I don't even know if any of us have seen it.
Lisa.
Yeah, I don't
Lee's
think so.
seen it. All right, Lee
has
answer
seen everything.
Lee, this one's for you. Go ahead and play this game, Lee.
Is it some kind of like Final Fantasy VII parody?
Any guesses, Jazz?
Nah. Probably have to go with whatever Lee says, because you said he's seen it.
Then you were right to do so. So here's the original.
What is it?
You're not human either, right?
Yeah?
And your dad spit you out as an egg, right?
What about it?
Are you a Yoshi?
Yes, Goku. I'm a green f***ing dinosaur.
Can I ride you?
Her.
So yes, Dragon Ball Z abridged Team 4 stuff. Alright. Next one is a machinima. Alright, here we go.
Yeah.
So it's Resident Evil 1.
There's Dino Stupid Crisis, because it sounded like Shayla.
also said, I know, stupid Christmas.
I'm gonna jump on the bandwagon.
Alright,
Wagon in the band and the wagon banding.
let's hear the original.
Gail, are you mooing?
Moo. Moo.
Okay. Where's Crisco?
Moo. Moo. Moo.
I'm pretty sure dinosaurs don't move. Ow! Stupid dinosaur! Eat this grass! Grass?
Yeah, I don't know why I went for the moving dinosaur, but it is Dino Stupid Christmas, so there we go. Alright, last one. This one is a movie.
I'm sorry, Mr. Kitty Cat. I didn't mean to go poopy in your litter box.
Lee said it's Scary Movie 2.
See, if Lee hadn't said that, and if I hadn't, like, I wouldn't have gotten it if it wasn't for the scream, her precise scream right at the start. Might have taken a while, actually, but...
Sure.
Yeah. I didn't know it was Scary Movie 2, but I was going to say it's Scary Movie.
Alright, it is Scary Movie 2. It's original.
Hi, little fella.
The freaking beer bottle.
Okay. It's okay, Cat. I think I know why you're mad.
You're gonna get so
Mr.
copyright
Cat.
flagged for this.
I didn't mean to go poopy in your litter box. Help! My pussy's gone crazy!
Alright, that was reverse remember.
He said as he took a shot. Alrighty.
Yeah.
That is that all the games?
That's all the games. Unless Jazz had something else.
I could play you another Village song if you want. No, I don't have more.
Well,
You have comments?
we do. Well, no.
Well, nobody asked you, but...
Nah.
Nobody ever asks me.
Where is the bloody thingamajiggy? There we go.
Nobody asked us. Nobody asked.
Jeez. So
Right.
lively.
So, my attempt at Green Hill Zone in cake form. Would you eat it or display it? So, if you look at the picture in between, that is the cake that's one made.
It's pretty good. I'd eat it.
You would want to eat it and not display it?
Nah. I'd eat
What
it.
What if the cake was made of shit?
Then I would give it to you, motherfucker.
But I don't like Sonic games.
You don't like any games.
I like Dino Crisis.
Do you?
I like Cat Game. Metal Gear.
Cat game.
Some Resident Evil. Jazz, any comments on the cake?
I really want to karate chop that bridge.
Just so you just wreck it.
Yeah, because I just like plain cake. I don't like fancy cakes with like a whole bunch of icing and stuff. And I wouldn't display a cake because it would smell. And also, who the fuck displays cakes? I also don't care for Sonic.
Well, there you go, Sean. You can send it to Jazz. It'll get there a bit quicker than send it to me.
Perfect.
Alright, question 2. What was the first game that made you think, that's it, graphics are never getting better than this?
The original Final Fantasy VII. Now mine's the same as Lee.
Pac-Man.
Resident Evil Remake blew my fucking mind. I could not believe the graphics.
It's only when you play the HD remaster of it and just like you see the bits that they didn't bother to extended out, like when you're cranking up the water or taking it out, you're like, yeah.
Well, plus, like, I don't think there's any greater example of comparison, like, for the evolution of graphics than that. You know, you have this shitty RE1 that looked like as bad as it could possibly look, and then they redo it and it looks like Remake looked. Like, that's just, it was insane.
Imagine if they remade Duck Hunt. It's like you shoot a duck and it's like it looks realistic. You shot a duck, all his guts are coming out, and just like the dog is going, yeah,
hyper realistic.
Yeah,
I'd buy it.
I hope it's Squirrel with a gun is looking like that. So, yeah, well, there we go. That's what you get for nobody asking us shitty questions.
Wow. You get all the shit.
Yeah.
In all its glory.
Well, heck, we finished under 2 hours.
Did you say, well, heck? Well, golly
yeah.
gee.
Gee whiz.
Jimmy Jillikers.
My goodness. Well, this has been episode 236. Thanks for joining us, everybody. If you enjoy the podcast or any of the content at the Ward, please consider helping us grow by sharing our content, liking the video, and subscribing. You can also support us through patreon.com/thewardproductions to get exclusive content. Have a great week.
Or don't.
Or don't. And we'll see you next time.
Get back.
Bye-bye.
Teleportation!